This time of year, a good hoodie is absolutely essential, but it's tough to find one that will last through the season. That's why the American Giant Classic Full Zip Hoodie is made to last a lifetime, so you can count on it to bring you comfort and warmth year after year. Slate Magazine called it the greatest hoodie ever made, and from cotton to zipper, it's made right here in the USA. With timeless style, heavyweight fleece, a double-lined hood, and reinforced elbow patches, you can depend on it for years to come. Snag the hoodie that will bring you comfort for life, the American Giant Classic Full Zip, and save 20% off your first order at american-giant.com when you use code CLASSIC24 at checkout. That's 20% off your first order at american-giant.com, code CLASSIC24.
Broadcasting live from the True Crime Today studios to the world. This is Murder in the Morning with Tony Bruschi and Stacey Cole.
From the Hit Killers podcast, Murder in the Morning.
It's another Jay-Z and Diddy story, and it's getting interesting on this because the accuser in the specific civil case we're talking here that involves Jay-Z, and of course he's denied everything, has now saying, I'm wrong on some of these things, but it really happened. But they're kind of big things. I'll let you be the judge of that. She claims that the sexual assault made when the two attacked her when she was 13 years old, allegedly, at an after party for the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards. The woman, whose identity has not been revealed, admitted to inconsistencies in her story, though she stands by her allegations. The woman alleged she was driven from Rochester, New York to New York City for the VMAs and later attended an after party. According to her, she was offered a ride by Combs' limousine driver and arrived at the party where she spoke with musicians Benji Madden and his brother. She claimed she was drugged at the party and later sexually assaulted by Jay-Z, Combs, and an unnamed celebrity. The story has drawn skepticism after representatives for the Madden brothers confirmed they were on tour in the Midwest during the VMAs. Additionally, the woman's father said he doesn't recall the more than 5-hour drive home from New York City, casting further doubt on her account. Jay-Z, whose legal name is Sean Carter, responded firmly in a statement criticizing Tony Busby, the woman's attorney. This incident couldn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press, he said. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory. This was over before it began. This 1-800 lawyer doesn't realize it yet, but soon. Busby, a Houston-based personal injury lawyer representing 120 alleged victims of sexual misconduct against Combs, defended his actions, stating that it is his team's responsibility to investigate any new claims as they arise. He previously denied accusations of blackmail by Jay-Z, calling such claims stupid and laughable. Combs currently is awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges. Those are different from this. Also denied the allegations through his attorney, Tini R. Garagos. Yesterday, a lawyer admitted that over 50 people falsely claimed to be victims. Today, for the second time in a week, a Busby plaintiff has been exposed. This is the beginning of the end of this shameful money grab, Garagos said. The woman originally filed a lawsuit that accused Combs of sexual assault, but she amended it last week to include Jay-Z. She admitted to making some mistakes in recalling events, but insisted the core of her story remains true. According to her lawsuit, she was made to sign a non-disclosure agreement while in the limousine before being drugged at the party. She claims the assault occurred in a bedroom where she had gone to rest. Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, has filed a motion to dismiss the case, calling it stunning that such a serious complaint would be filed without proper vetting. It's stunning that a lawyer would not only file such a serious complaint without proper vetting, but would make things worse by further peddling the false stories to the press, Spiro said. Both Jay-Z and Combs are icons of the hip-hop world, credited with building vast empires that extend far beyond music. Jay-Z has an estimated net worth of $2.5 billion, has been a major figure in the industry, collaborating with Combs on music and business ventures over many, many years. This is going to get interesting because, yeah, I mean, look, are there many of these allegations against Combs, real? Very likely. The feds would not be going and doing this investigation if they were not.
Right.
In terms of the stack of people that Tony Busby is lining up, are some of those real? Probably. What percentage? Your guess is as good as mine.
What concerns me so much about this is it does cast a shadow over some very real concerns.
Yeah.
And what kind of attorney, and I'm just asking this, I don't know Tony Busby at all, but what kind of attorney goes through with something this high profile that's going to get traction and it's going to be everywhere unless you know for certain that the details are accurate?
That you're going to go and drop the name too.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole Jay-Z thing from the get-go has felt weird. I mean,
yes.
And I've questioned it, and I've always, look, if it's true, then I hope it's proven in court. If it's not, then I hope that's proven in court too, very clearly. Because no one should be brought into something like this or have accusations like this made against them if they're not real. I mean, that's, my God, if somebody making something like that up is just, even not real. I mean, it's going to be a stain on him for the rest of his life because half the people are going to go, didn't you have that accusation? Nobody knew how it ended, or, it's just going to be there. So I don't know. I just don't know about all this because look at the close relationships and ties again, but that doesn't necessarily make you the one that was doing any of those things. But at the end, it probably is more money and, association. Those were major artists at the time and they had a positive public image. So why would you not be collaborating with them? But not everybody knows what goes on in everybody's bedrooms either, or freak-offs. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
This is just such a fucked up case. And this just puts such a yuck on it. Like, okay, so what happened? What did happen? What didn't happen? What do we speculate happened? We don't know now.
Yeah.
The feds, like you said, I'm sure they crossed every T and dotted every single I before they did anything. Yeah. They made sure that they had just a sound case.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you drop Jay-Z, who's got so much money, so many resources? Why would you drop his name if you didn't think it was absolutely bulletproof?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that they have to have a reasonable amount of information to make a claim. Are they skimping on it? Can you, that's almost a matter of perspective sometimes too. One person's going to say this is super solid evidence, and the other person's going to say no, it's not. And that could just be eyewitness testimony or something that he has of somebody saying, oh, this is that. I don't know. There's a lot of ways that could go. And I was talking with Bob about this the other day, and not a ton of ways that Busby could be prosecuted. They'd really have to show malice, and they'd have to show that that he really truly didn't believe whatever reasoning he had to believe that these accusations were true to name Jay-Z in it. They'd have to show that he truly did not believe it and it was all for attention. And that's a hard one to do. Yeah.
Yeah, so. It absolutely is. And dangerous, really.
Yeah. I mean, if Jay-Z is completely clear of all this, I say sue the shit out of him. If that's what, is going on here. because it could very well be.
Well, and think of it, it's not just affecting Jay-Z. Anything Beyonce is involved with now is in question. So this is attached to two humongous people.
Yeah.
It's pretty risky. I mean, if you're going to pull the trigger on this, you'd better have everything.
Yeah.
For certain.
He keeps doubling down on social media. So I don't know. We'll see what is out there. But yeah, it feels like a really tight poker game right now. And you don't know. They just keep raising the stakes.
Oof, would not want to be in his shoes.
No, no.
All right, true crime addicts, let's cut the crap. You're knee-deep in the gory details of your favorite podcast when suddenly a commercial hits like a bad meal. Seriously? You deserve better. Upgrade to True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts, where you can binge without those annoying ads. Plus, get extended interviews that go deeper into the darkness and early access to episodes so you can be the first to know. It's like trading up from fast food to fine dining, but with more blood. So, go ahead. Search for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe and feast on the good stuff.